Ladies and gentlemen, roll up, roll up. Today I give you the epic battle between the Tripollar Stop and the Silk'n Facetite. These are both radio frequency monsters, and I'm going to do half of my face with one and half with the other, and I will compare as we go along and tell you which one works out best. Here you can compare both devices, and I'm going to put the links and the discount codes below. The Silk'n comes with its own gel. It's called the Slider Hyaluronic Gel, which you apply before you use it. And the other one, the Tripollar, comes with a very, it's much more expensive gel, which is made of glycerin. But when these products run out, you don't have to spend loads of money, getting their exact product, because, they're making money from you. It's not enough to sell you the product. They then want to keep you buying the gel for the next 20 years as well. So I use vegetable glycerin, which I bought on Amazon for about £10, because the main ingredient in the Tripollar gel is glycerin. So I just buy the glycerin and I apply it, and I find it works exactly the same as the Tripollar version. So you apply this to your skin before. Don't forget to go right under your eyes and under your eyebrows. So the advantage with glycerin is that it doesn't dry up while the gels do. So you keep having to apply the gel. So I'm going to try to use these both at the same time. So they're both turned on and they're both on the maximum settings. So with the Silk'n, you have this little option here to select number 5. And with this one, you just press the power button here. On the actual plug, you've got low, medium and high. So this is on the highest setting. And now let's begin. So they both have an automatic function that avoids your skin overheating. So they heat your skin to around 40 degrees and then it stops. So you don't actually burn your skin or do any damage. So radio frequency works by a process of controlled skin damage. So what you're doing, you're sending the radio frequency waves into the lower layers of your skin, to the dermis, and it damages your collagen cells. So when you damage collagen, then your body's response is to make new collagen cells. So that takes a couple of weeks, but you also get a contraction in the skin, which tightens your skin. So you get an instant contraction, and then over the next days or weeks, you will get new collagen. So it will make your skin plump and healthy and look much younger. So radio frequency definitely works. And I've been using it for ages. I've got loads of videos on various products. If you want to know more about each one of these machines, I've got a video on each of them you can check out. So I'm not going too much into depth, but you can see this one has a red light option. But to be completely honest, these machines that have multifunction, I'm not a big fan of them, because I think you're better concentrating on one thing. So I've got a red light device which I use when I want to do red light. I've got radio frequency when I want to do radio frequency. Already this has dried out. The gel has dried out, so I need to reapply it. You see, while the glycerin, it stays moist, so you don't need to keep doing that. Ooh. So they're both heating my skin, I would say, to the same level. My face, you can see it's going slightly red. I wouldn't say one is warmer than the other, and I wouldn't say that one is heating quicker than the other. They're both pretty much the same. The thing is, with all these FDA approved devices, they're not going to be that different. The main thing, especially that I can feel under the eyes, is that the Tripollar has 4 little probes which feel more uncomfortable because they kind of stick into your skin, while this is flatter, so it's more comfortable to use around your eyes. So around the eye area, the Silk'n definitely wins. And also this covers more surface area than that, so this, I guess, would be quicker. So what you have to do is heat your skin to around 40 degrees, and then this will automatically cut off. So with the Silk'n, it will just stop. With the Tripollar, you have this light here that starts flashing orange, and that means you've reached the desired temperature. So you can move on. Oh, there's my cat. She always has to photobomb my videos now. She did it once. Once wasn't enough. She's back. So it will stop working, and then you go on to the next section. But the idea is that you would go back to the section you just did, just to maintain that heat. So my skin is, I'd say, the same redness on both sides, which means, you know, they're working. They're obviously working. One of the comments I get most frequently is people say, is this going to kill fat in my face? Because people are scared of looking gaunt, you know, and as you get older, the last thing you want to do is destroy facial fat, because then you're going to end up having to replace it with filler. So I've been told, I don't know whether this is true or not, but I've been told FDA approved devices are not allowed to go as deep as the fat layer. So I've been told that they're not going to kill fat off. So that's bad news if you want to get rid of fat, but if you're scared of losing facial fat, then that's a good thing. So for me, the place where I get the most bang for my buck is under here. So this little saggy section here, this is where radio frequency helps me the most. If you're really concerned about fat loss, then just don't go over the areas where you don't want to lose fat. So I've had a little bit of filler, can't remember, somewhere here in my cheek. So, you know, I could avoid that area if I could remember where it was. You've also got to have time to do this. So it normally takes me about 40 minutes to do my face and my neck. So I did stop last summer because we had a heat wave here, and I just didn't want to use it because they're hot and sticky, and I just didn't want to, I stopped using it. And then a few weeks ago, I used the Tripollar for the first time, and I was like, wow, I can see a difference. I can see what these devices do. If you want to, I suppose, shorten the time you use these and you want your skin to heat up faster, just move slower. So if I move slowly like this with both machines, they feel much hotter, and it's going to heat the skin quicker rather than moving too fast. And don't forget this area behind the ears, because this is kind of, if you tighten this, this is going to lift your whole neck area. And also don't forget this area, like we tend to get wrinkles on the back of our neck here where we've been exposed to the sun. So don't forget that. Although we can't see it, other people can. Okay, so around the eyes, I'm going to change the setting to medium for the Tripollar. So I don't know whether you can see, but this has lifted the eye area. I can see it's really, really clear that it's really lifted it compared to this eye. So I'll use Silk'n. To be honest, because this is bigger, it's more difficult to do the eye area. It seems a little bit more awkward. So for the eye area, I think the Tripollar is probably easier and more comfortable to use. And I would say the lift is more from the Silk'n than the Tripollar. It seems to have lifted the eye area more. So I'm pointing this upwards away from my eyeball. So let me just show you. So it's there and it's pointing upwards. I'm not pointing this toward my eye. It's upwards, up and away. Ow, that burnt me a little bit. Oh, I forgot to turn it down. That's why. This is still on level 5. That's interesting. So with the Tripollar, if you don't turn it down to medium heat, it will burn your skin around your eye. But with this is on maximum heat, but I could still do my eye area. Maybe that's why that's lifted more. So actually that must also mean that the Silk'n is not as powerful? Or could it be? I don't know. The gel is quite messy, and the devices are kind of slipping out of my hand. It's quite messy to use these. It's good to apply the gel with a brush and then you keep your hands clean. If you're lazy, if you're not consistent, don't buy one of these, because it's going to take you, well, if you just do your face, it might take 20 minutes. But you've got to do it once every couple of weeks. So in the instructions, they tell you to use it every day. But actually, what happens if you go to a salon, they'll give you one treatment every 2 weeks, because you're breaking down the collagen. Then you have to allow it to rebuild itself. If you use this every day, you break down the collagen, and the next day you break it down again and again and again, but you're not giving it a chance to actually rebuild itself. So you're not going to get the right results. I don't know why they tell you to use it. Oh, there you go. Can you see that's gone orange here? So that means my skin has reached 40 degrees on this area now. So you just maintain that for a bit and then you move to the next area. With this one, with the Silk'n, it hasn't stopped. So that must mean that the Tripollar has reached the temperature faster. Okay, so I've been using these for 31 minutes. So I'd normally do a session of 40 minutes for my face and my neck. So 30 minutes, half and half. That's probably a little bit longer than I'd normally do. So what do I think? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is that with the Tripollar, when you reach 40 degrees, the orange light comes on and it's very clear. You know what's going on, and you've heated your skin. With this, it's supposed to shut down when you meet 40 degrees. However, because your skin's hot, you have to kind of hold it in place and see whether it burns your skin to know whether it's actually stopped or not. No, it still feels hot. So from what I can see on this cheek area, I haven't reached 40 degrees because it's still going, it's still warm. So what does that mean? This has heated my skin and this hasn't? Because this is more like a pen. You can just hold it and go like this. With this one, because it's flat, you have to kind of move it around a little bit more. But I think this, like I said, the surface area is bigger, so this is quicker to use than this. But if it's not shutting down, it means it's not reached the desired temperature. So actually the Tripollar is quicker. It seems to be more effective in heating your skin. This one comes with a gel and this comes with a glycerin based product. It's annoying to keep having to apply the gel for this again and again. So with the Silk'n, I'd probably use glycerin as well next time. I wouldn't use the gel because it's too annoying. You keep having to reapply it. Well, actually, if you look how red my skin is there, it's red. It's redder from the Tripollar than it is the Silk'n. So yeah, it's difficult. There's not a huge amount of difference in these. The cable's slightly longer on the Tripollar. The Silk'n comes with a nice box. It's a nice little travel pack, so you can carry it around, and the gel as well. The Tripollar doesn't come with anything like that. It doesn't come with a case or anything. So, that may be a deciding factor for you. Looks wise, I think the Tripollar is more stylish. I think it's I like the colour, the gold. It looks more classy than this. So firstly, my eyes. Radio frequency is great for lifting this area under your eyes. I would say they've both done a similar job. I wouldn't say that one has lifted the area more than the other. Very similar, maybe slightly. The Tripollar's lifted my eye area slightly more. Same with under here. I mean, I can't see a massive difference on either, but remember here we're talking about the instant lift you get straight away. So what you are really doing this for is the collagen building, which would take a few days to show, or weeks I should say. So this instant lift is not everything. Around the jaw, same. I wouldn't say one has lifted that or tightened the skin more on the jaw area than the other. And neck, it's the same. I really, in the forehead, I would say results wise, it's more or less the same results that you're getting with both of these machines. However, you're going to get a quicker result with the Tripollar. You have to wait around less time and it heats up faster. And also, this clearly lights up orange when you've hit 40 degrees. With this, I don't know, it may turn off, it may not, you don't really know, it's not that clear. So the indicator means this is a lot clearer to use, and it looks better, I think. So, and it's smaller as well, slightly smaller than the other one. So I would say the Tripollar is the winner. But if you've used either of these, or if you've done this contest like I have, let me know what you thought, because it'd be quite interesting to know what you guys thought. So if you've liked this video, then please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got anything you want me to cover or any devices you want me to torture myself with, then please put that below and I will definitely look at that. And thank you for watching. Take care.